Hi beauties. Okay, I'm just gonna get right into this. Don't judge my gym routine. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet so it's easy to watch on the replay because that's I know how so many people watch it. If you do have new presenters, this is all about sponsoring. So if you do have new presenters that have gone through the training group and that have done their launch party already and are in the process of working on building their team up, definitely tag them in this video. But I'm just gonna get right into it. I want to talk about like little sponsoring tips, especially when it comes to, so there's all the traction marketing aspect of sponsoring. I've talked about that plenty of times, but I want to keep this specifically about when you're messaging people about the opportunity. And there's so many ways that you can go about this, whether you're messaging them like, out of the blue, like you haven't talked to them in a while, or whether you're messaging them after a follow-up, because recruiting from follow-ups is definitely very, very awesome. So definitely say hi, or if you're just popping on or on the replay, #replay, so I can see who's popping in later. But I want to start first about messaging people that you don't know or that you kind of know. I'm definitely not a fan personally. I know a lot of people like to do this, and you find what works for you. That's what's awesome about this, is you find what works for you. I'm not a big fan of like super cold messaging, but there's a difference between cold messaging because you've never talked to them, or it's just the same message, hi Erin, that you're messaging every single person, or the same thing you're forwarding to everybody, or the same exact wording. That's when I feel like it's a little bit more cold, although, once in a while, you can definitely do that if it's still the right wording, still very short and sweet, if that makes sense. But my favorite thing to do when you're messaging people, especially the ones that you see on Facebook, and you're like, girl, like this girl would be amazing at doing this, or she like really needs this in her life, or something along those lines. Those are the people you really want to message, especially the ones that you just see and you're like, they could be great. Although all those people that you see that could be great, you never know who really could, because if you saw my Facebook before, you would have never thought to like present me and oh, she'd be amazing at this. Like, you would not have thought that. Hi Emily. But I like to use the 3 C's is what we call it. Okay, it's crazy, confident, and compliment. Okay, so you're gonna say something along these lines, make it true to them. Never, if you do the 3 C's and are not being genuine with that person, it's going to come across a different way. Sorry, I got a cat here somewhere. Hi Casey, and they're not going to relate to it. So the 3 C's, you're going to start with crazy. Hey girl, you're going to think I'm crazy. Compliment, but you are so gorgeous, or you take the best selfies, or you have a huge influence on Facebook, kind of whatever has to do with them. But say like they're really good at makeup. Hey girl, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but you're just so pretty and your makeup always looks amazing. Have you ever thought of doing what I do? So you're asking a question. You always want to ask a question. I think you'd be amazing at this. Yeah, whatever it is, like as long as you're giving them that confidence, that's what the confidence, the C confidence comes in, that you're confident that they could do great. By you telling them that they could do great, it's making them feel like they could do great. They're already gonna be like, oh my God, thank you so much. And even if they don't join right then, even if they say, no, I couldn't do what you do, or whatever it is, or even if they don't reply, whatever. But either way, you're planting the seed by you messaging them on Facebook. They're going to message you. They're going to see more of your stuff on your newsfeed. They're at least usually going to message you something back. They don't always, as long as you're not messaging people that completely, like whatever you're messaging them is completely different than what's actually true. But if you're messaging them with a genuine compliment, you're saying, oh, I'm crazy, they're gonna be like, you're not crazy. I mean, lots of times, and you just say like I said in there, have you ever thought of doing what I do, or why aren't you doing this with me, or anything along those lines, then they're gonna reply with whatever, or they're gonna reply with something, and you're gonna use feel, felt, found. They're gonna reply, oh God, what's the word? I suck at my words sometimes. They're gonna come back with something like a negative, like, no, I can't do that. I don't have, the money, or I don't have the extra time, or they're gonna come back with something saying basically, no, that I can't because of this. I can't because of that, or I'm not good at makeup. Maybe you message them completely. Maybe you're just talking about them for any other reason, and you message them, and they're, like need this opportunity, need this sister, need something else about it. But then like, no, I'm not good at makeup. You feel, felt, found them, which means you say, I feel that, or yeah, I totally understand how you feel. So you're understanding how they feel. So say they don't have time. Hey girl, I totally understand how you feel. You felt. I felt that way before. And then I found that I could do this from my phone wherever I am. I could do it during my lunch break at work. I could do it at night. I could do it on my days off and make some videos and post it throughout the week. Like, I found that I could do this. So whatever it is, I feel that you're not going to make up I did not. I felt the same way. I was not good at makeup. I just found my favorite product for me, a pressed powder. I just found that I love this foundation. I realized I didn't have to do any more than just sharing the products that I loved. And that was it. And then, I for me personally, I started becoming, more comfortable with makeup and more confident and all that kind of stuff. And, that's a whole side thing. But either way, your feel felt fine. Because if you ever come back, if they come back with something like, girl, I don't have time, you could be like, yes, you do. If you come back with that, you're just coming at them instead of understanding, being like, I feel you, girl, because I felt that way. So you're coming where they're like, oh, okay, I know what she understands me. Oh, really? She can work this from wherever. She can do it just, in her lunch breaks, on her days off, on her kids' nap time, whatever it is. Like, that's what's awesome. And that's what's awesome about this job is we can really do it from anywhere. You don't have to have skills prior. You just have to be willing to work, to get out of your comfort zone and be willing to put the time in when you can. Maybe make a couple small sacrifices. You're not telling them now, but making a couple small sacrifices for the long haul, not watching your shows at night or something, getting an extra less than a half hour sleep, getting up an extra half hour early to do some work, something like that, giving up little things. But you can find time anywhere because this can be done on your time frame, whatever. But okay. And a big thing, so the three C's, the crazy, confident, compliment is mainly, not always, but when you're just randomly going through Facebook, because you always know, there's people on your Facebook that you see that you're like, they could do amazing at this. So that's what that's for. You could have talked to them yesterday and still come through with the three C's. You could have not talked to them at all, but you've been Facebook friends with them. Maybe you've commented around on their stuff. Maybe they've liked some of your stuff. And you just actually genuinely think that this could be an amazing opportunity for them. And you have to really come across genuine. And the best thing is voice message. If you do that little voice message button when you're texting them, you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable, but when you do voice message, you can really hear your bubbliness, you can hear your excitement, they can hear your genuineness. But still, if you're messaging them with a genuine compliment about them, they're gonna understand, they're gonna not feel like it's just random cold messaging, the big thing of how you get people to possibly be interested at all is from follow-up. Okay, so thanking your customers and following up with them is like crazy important. Like anytime anybody orders from you, thank them right away. Like you really need to thank them because you need to appreciate them. They need to know that you appreciate them because they're helping you out. So just thank them, let them know that you're here if they ever need anything. And then make sure to, you can track their order if you didn't know, like a week or two later, go in your back office, make sure they got their order. And then reach out to them and be like, hey girl, I just want to make sure you got your order. Do you have any questions? Do you love your mascara? Do you love your foundation? Or whatever they got. And then for me, 95% of the time they come back, oh my God, I love it, girl. Once in a while they come back and they're not happy. Maybe it's not the right type of foundation for them, or maybe they're using the mascara wrong or something along those lines. So like problem solve with them, figure out, and you can definitely reach out to your upline or anything like that if you're brand new to problem solve with them to figure out, if again, the foundation's wrong, or if, how are you using the mascara and then they're not using the gel after the fibers. That's why the fibers are going everywhere. They're putting moisturizer on their lashes or something before, so the mascara is not sticking, something along those lines. Could be user error, but most of the time they love it. So when they say that they love it, or you help them exchange it, once in a while they'll return, but usually I talk with them and they exchange it for something that's gonna work better for them. Or a different color or something. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, when they say they love something, that's when you offer the opportunity. You don't have to, you can offer a party too. Offering a party is definitely good because then it gets them to see a little bit more of what you do, but it's also really good to offer the joining and then falling back on a party. So I'll kind of explain that in a second. But you don't want to let either of those go away. You don't want to let that person just fly away and maybe buy from somebody else down the line. You want to keep that relationship and just offer either of these. So they love their product. Oh my God, girl, since you love the product, I just have to ask, have you ever thought of doing what I do? That short and simple. Have you ever thought of doing what I do? Don't do anything more. Don't think, have you thought of joining my team? Don't say, have you thought of joining Unique? Have you thought of doing what I do? Like that's just it. And then they'll usually come back with yes, no, I don't know. Sometimes they don't respond. If they say, oh, there we go, objection. That's the word I was looking for earlier. If they have an objection, like I was saying before, I don't have time for that, or I'm not good at makeup, or girl, I can't do what you do. That's when you come back with a feel, felt, found, okay? Like I just talked about. So yeah, either way, it's planting the seed. And then if they say, you know, I don't think I had the time for that. You feel found them. They're like, I still don't know. Then you offer the party and you just be like, hey girl, you know, I call my Shadow Academy. You can call it whatever you want. Please, you know, think of your own name or whatever. But I'd be like, you know, like, hey girl, do you want to host one of my Shadow Academy classes with me? We can try to earn you some free makeup. You can see a little bit more of what I do. Maybe see if some of your friends might be interested. And it's just super fun. Either way, we can try to earn you some free makeup. Can we set you up one for next week or something like that? Like, actually end with like, hey, I got next Monday open or something like that. Like, set up a date if you can. And then they'll say yes or no, and then whatever. You know, if they say no to a party, then whatever, they're a great customer. If they ever say no, I'm not interested, they don't even give you a reason why. No, I'm not interested. Just come back. Don't ever push them away. Don't be like, don't keep pushing for them to join. Just be like, that's totally fine. Either way, I'm here to be your makeup girl. So if you end with that, just hey, I'm here to be your makeup girl. Please message me any questions at any point. I'm glad you love your mascara or whatever, you know, end with that. Do you guys have any questions right now? I think that was mainly it. I wanted to keep this short and sweet. How long was I kept it short and sweet. I did good. So yeah, so like I said in the beginning, if you have new girls that are ready for you know, sponsoring stage and starting to get some people on their team, they've already done their launch party, definitely tag them below, share this video with them, anything like that. But definitely you can message me or your sponsor or anything after if you have any questions. I don't see any questions right now. I know the comments are always super delayed on Facebook Live, but I think I'm gonna pop off. I hope this was super helpful. I definitely want you guys to keep finding new people, because this is more for them, honestly, than you. And if you are constantly thinking about that when you're messaging people, that it's about them and that this opportunity can change their lives. Either they're just getting a discount on their makeup, they're earning a couple $100, you know, dollars each month, or they're actually gonna like change their life, be able to make money from home, or be able to quit their job, or whatever it is. So be constantly thinking about them when you're offering the opportunity, and be thinking about what this can do for them, not just about you. And I think I'm gonna pop off. Definitely message any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.